Hello and welcome back to a brand new reading vlog. So I just posted my last week reading vlog, and so I'm ready to get into a new vlog, and I'm ready to talk about the books that I'm currently reading. And so let's do a recap of my Kindle read. So I am oh no, my bookmark fell out. It's okay, I remember what page I was on. But for my Kindle book, there we are. I am reading The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. It is a Hunger Games book. So this follows the origin story of Snow, the president, in the original trilogy. And so we kind of get his origin story, how he became president, and how we kind of see also like the origins of the Hunger Games. So this doesn't follow the first Hunger Games. I don't remember which one, but we're a few years into the Hunger Games, but it's still very new to the entire world. And so we kind of get to see, sorry, my dog just inserted himself there. So we kind of get to see like how the Hunger Games became what they are in the original trilogy. And we also get to see, Cornelius Snow. And oh my gosh, Kenny, bro. Sorry, my dog can't find a place to lay down, and so he's just walking everywhere. Anyways, Kenny, don't do it again. Thank you. Okay, so we get to see his story, and I watched the movie. I have watched the movie, so I watched all 3 Hunger Games and watched this movie before I read the books, which is fine. Honestly, I love the movies, and honestly it's my love for the movies that made me want to read the books. So I feel like the movie with this book, you're very confused on how to feel at the end of the movie with Snow. Like, you don't know whether you're like, oh, he turned evil, like he just has really bad circumstances and he's done evil things, but maybe he's not inherently evil. And when you read this book, you realize, oh yeah, he's not a good person. He's like not a good person at all. All the like good things that he did in the movie and in the book, he does purely out of self-interest. He does it because they would make him look good. He does it because it would benefit his life more. He doesn't do it because it's the right thing to do. He's very self-centered. And even when it comes to his family, like I feel like he obviously cares for Tigris, but I just like, he's so selfish and self-interested in things. And like Tigris, he obviously cares for her in the way only he is like capable of caring. Like, he's really not capable of a lot when it comes to being a good person, and I feel like the only time you really see like genuine good is when it comes to Tigris, and even then it's kind of like wishy-washy. Like, it just seems like he tolerates a lot of the people in his life, and it's really sad to see. And so I'm curious to see how this goes, how his whole relationship with Lucy Gray. I'm very curious how he feels about her throughout the book, to see like if he genuinely does care about her, or like what his like realm of thinking is within that. So we'll see how that goes. I'm exactly 100 pages in chapter 7. And like I said, this is what I'm reading on my Kindle, so it's mainly just been like a nighttime read. I will say the chapters are very long in this book, which I've been reading a lot of books with short chapters, so I don't think there's anything wrong with long chapters. Like, I get a lot read because I'm like, I can't put down the book until I finish a chapter. But I'm definitely like, oh, I don't want to read another one because that's another 30 minutes I'm going to be sitting here reading. So pros and cons with long chapters, but I am enjoying it. It's interesting being back in this world. It's interesting to see like a bunch of callbacks to the original trilogy. Like, you can see why his hatred for 12 is so deep in the trilogy. So it's really interesting to see those origins, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's definitely not going to be like my favorite of the Hunger Games saga, But I'm really reading this because I want to read Sunrise on the Reaping so bad. I love Haymitch, and I am so excited to watch that movie. I do want to read the book, though, before I watch the movie. So that'll be interesting because I haven't done that with any of the other books in this series. So that'll be fun. I know I haven't even watched the trailer. The trailer has just recently dropped for Sunrise on the Reaping, and I refuse to watch it because I want no context for what we're going to be seeing in the book. And I heard the book just destroys you. That'll be fun. The Hunger Games definitely really Rue in the Hunger Games. I don't think I've ever, I mean, I have recently sobbed to a book, but that was probably like before Lightbringer. It was Rue in the Hunger Games that made me sob. So that was fun. So this is what I'm currently reading on my Kindle. Don't know how far I'm gonna get. If you hear that whining, it is my dog still trying to make a bed, but he has just moved to the floor to try to make a bed. So I don't know if I'm going to continue this. I really want to focus on my physical read right now because it's a chunky one and it's going to take me a while to get through, and I don't want it to take me a month to read this. We'll see. I started it this morning and it's honestly really captivating. Threw me right back into the world. But why don't I introduce the book before I start talking about it? I really wish I didn't take off the dust jacket and put it away already, but if you recognize this cover, then you know. This is a book I have been procrastinating to read since it came out, which was like 2 years ago. That book is the third book in the Crescent City world, and that is House of Flame and Shadow. There is a very specific reason I have been procrastinating this book, and if you know how book 2 ended, then you understand why I've been procrastinating this book. I am in the middle of chapter 2. Yes, I ended it in the middle of the chapter. I had stuff to do, and these are also really long chapters, so I couldn't finish the chapter, but I got a good stopping point. I'm only on page 38. Just started it this morning. Just have read fully the prologue and chapter 1. Chapter 1 was, I'm excited. I can't say anything. I literally can't say anything about this book because it's going to be massive spoilers. I was shocked at the end of book 2. Like, I was screaming, crying. I went to my mother, and my mother has knows nothing about the series, has never looked at it, and I just went on a whirlwind of explaining everything to her. And I was like, Mom, you don't understand how monumental the end of this book is. Like, this is insane. In case you don't know, which I don't think I really talked about it, first of all, my favorite series of all time is Shatter Me by Tara Mafi. Will always be my number 1 series of all time. My number 2 series is A Court of Thorns and Roses. And I have a tattoo for A Court of Thorns and Roses that says, "To the stars who listen and the dreams that are answered." And then this, I have 2 Shatter Me tattoos as well. This is a mess up, so I'm not going to show it to you, but I have another one on my thigh. In cursive, it says Ignite. If you know, then you know. So these are my 2 favorite series of all time. So I love Sarah J. Maas. I have read Throne of Glass. I definitely love that series too. A lot of people prefer Throne of Glass over Court of Thorns and Roses. But that's not the case. I am currently rereading Throne of Glass, and I definitely love it. But I think A Court of Thorns and Roses will always be my number 1 just for nostalgia purposes. I first read it when I was in high school. I think it was 2017, 2018 when I read it for the first time. Obsessed. And then I immediately jumped into Throne of Glass after that. But it's such a nostalgic thing for me, this series. And so the fact that we're still getting books in the Sarah J. Maas universe is insane. And so I have read Crescent City. I have read the first 2 books. I did enjoy them. Definitely not my favorite, but I did enjoy them. I feel like Crescent City gets a lot of hate, which I understand, and I think the points are very valid for the people who do not like the series. But me personally, I am just here for a good time. A lot of books. Some books I tend to really deep dive into, and some books I just read purely for enjoyment, and I definitely enjoy The Crescent City. I think a lot of people don't like urban fantasy, which urban fantasy is like fantasy in a current day world with technology and stuff like that. A lot of people, I feel like, do not like that. It really doesn't bug me. It's still a fantasy world. It doesn't bug me that these characters have cell phones and talk about TV shows, and like it doesn't faze me at all. It really, and I think that's why I still really enjoy this series. Sorry, I'm going on a Sarah J. Maas rant all of a sudden. I can talk about it for hours. I can talk about all the books for hours. But all that being said is I have a long history with Sarah J. Maas is what I'm saying. And I have been procrastinating this book for years. And if you know, you know why I have been procrastinating it. But she is going to be continuing A Court in Thorns and Roses this year. We have 2 books coming out in that universe, and I want to be caught up on all of her books before I continue A Court in Thorns and Roses, because a lot of people did not like The Court of Silver Flames. I loved it. Is it a lot of porn? Absolutely. I'm not a porn hater. It really doesn't bug me. I still enjoy the book all the same. Love the story, still love the romance, and yeah, they're just because they're active, nothing wrong with that. So I really do love this series, and I want to be caught up with all of her books before I continue with the series. I think October is when the next book comes out. I think it's like October and then December, something like that. So I want to be all caught up, and in order to do that, I have to face my fear and read this ginormous book. I don't know how long it's going to take me. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it. I don't know if it's going to ruin certain things in the series for me, but I got to get over my fears and just jump into it. And I feel like my life will be a little bit more complete once I have finally caught up with Sarah J. Maas and everything she's released. So I am excited. This is going to be spoiler free. I'm not going to be talking intricate details about the series. I will give you general thoughts though of if I'm enjoying it, how the writing style is, things like that. I will be discussing, but I'm not going to be talking in depth about the plot. I'll be very vague about things if I do want to talk about it, and make sure that none of it is actually a spoiler for any of the series. So yeah, I have started this book. Like I said, I'm on page 38, so we'll see how far I get. Hopefully I will vlog more than I did last week. Now that my boyfriend's home, we've kind of gotten into our daily schedules. He's trying to flip his schedule from nights to days. So he's still sleeping most of the day, so that's when I do most of my vlogging and most of my reading. I read a lot when he's awake too, when he's playing his video games. But that's how it's going. Hopefully I'll get more footage, and this will be a bit of a longer vlog than last week, but we'll see. I don't anticipate on getting this done in a week. I anticipate this to be at least 2-3 weeks of reading this physical book, but my Kindle books, I definitely hope to get a few different books read Kindle wise. I just know this is gonna consume my life for a little while, so I have to mentally prepare for that as well. So that is the update. I have been talking for 12 minutes so far because I have had a lot to say, apparently. So I am gonna get to reading. I'm gonna read some more of my physical book. I think I have all my household chores done for the morning, and so I have time to just relax and read. I'm gonna read and watch some of my show at the same time. So yeah, that's all I have to say. We'll see how this journey begins, and wish me the best of luck on this book journey I'm about to encounter. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I will see you in the next clip, and yeah, wish me luck. Hello, wonderful people. I have done some reading. So I have made a little bit of a dent in House of Flame and Shadow. I'm on page, what page am I on? I'm on page 300 exactly. So I think I had food on my face now. Okay, so the game plan for this book, I decided like a day or two ago, is that I'm going to read at least 100 pages a day. So I'm not reading this for 2 months. I have a lot of opinions about this book. I don't know where to start with this book. I enjoy the Crescent City world. I still am really enjoying the characters in it, except for one character in particular. Bryce and me might be having some words after this. I finally made it to part 2, which thank God. I just had to get through part 1 because it was difficult to read part 1 in Bryce's POV because I have limits when it comes to like characters. I understand like the want and like being willing to do anything in order to I understand the want and willingness to do anything in order to help the people that you love and to help save your world. Where I draw the line is when you become just as bad as your oppressors. And that's kind of what Bryce did in part 1. And she acknowledges that what she did was not okay and very wrong, and she has no problems with it. I think I would feel differently if Bryce was like, hey, what I did was really bad and like I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Let me try to redeem myself for like the terrible thing that I did. But she had no remorse. Like she was like, yep, that's what you do. And I'm like, that's not what you do, because you're sitting here like judging these people for what they did millions of years ago, yet you're willing to do the exact same thing that they did. Like, what right do you have to judge when you're doing the exact same thing? So that's where I have my issues with Bryce. And I am a little biased. The characters that she hurt in the first part are very near and dear to my heart, which I can understand why people just didn't like this book. I can understand it. But this book is essential in the Throne of Glass ACOTAR universe. Like, I definitely think you need to read Crescent City for a lot of plot developments that happen, especially in this third book. So I'm definitely glad I read it because I needed those plot developments. And I think that now we're in part 2 and Bryce is in a different situation, I think I'm gonna be better now towards her. I definitely lost a lot of respect towards her. Like, she's not close to being one of my favorite characters. Like, I have been preferring the other characters' POV in this, which is definitely different for me. Usually, like, the main girl, like Feyre, I love Feyre. Aileen, number 1 in my heart. So normally, and Bryce, I was, like, pretty, like, on Bryce's side the first 2 books until we got into this one. So I think now that we're in part 2, I think I'm going to enjoy her POV a lot more. I think I'm going to enjoy reading her POV a bit more. I'm not gonna forget what she did though in part 1. Like, I don't think I can forgive her unless she is able to take some accountability and like show some remorse for what she did in part 1. So that's my opinion on this book right now. I am definitely enjoying it. I don't think it'll be a 5-star, which is wild for a Sarah J. Maas book not to be a 5-star. It'll honestly, just because of part 1, I don't think it can be a full 5-star. Even if the rest of the book is, you know, fabulous, amazing, I love it. I just don't think because of part 1 I can, like, rightfully so, give this a 5-star. The most it would be is a 4 or 4.5 is the maximum star rating I could give this book. So I am enjoying it. I've been, like I said, reading 100 pages a day, and I'm on page 300. So if you do that, it's been 3 days since I've been reading this book. There's around 830 pages in this book. So hopefully tomorrow I might read a little bit over my 100 page, and so I can get halfway through it, because tomorrow I should get halfway through the book. And then hopefully by the time this vlog is over, I'm probably not gonna finish the book by the time the vlog is over, but I'm gonna be really, really close to finishing it, and I'll wrap it up and give it a full review at the beginning of my next vlog. So if you're like curious, that's kind of how this is gonna work. I think that's kind of what's gonna play out. By some miracle, I might be able to get a review in at the end of this vlog. I just don't think that's realistic. I think it's gonna have to be at the beginning of my next vlog, wherein I give you a full review. It's gonna be a non-spoiler. I'm gonna be very vague about the whole situation, but like, if you have read the book, then you understand what I'm talking about and what I'm saying. So that's what I'm feeling right now. That's how far I've gotten. I haven't read any more of Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I've read like 2 chapters, but honestly, it's nothing important has really happened. So I really don't have a lot to say about it, except for the fact that, you know, Cornelius Snow is just a terrible person, and I still don't like him. Yeah, he may have a soft spot for certain people, but at the end of the day, he really is only looking out for himself, and he's looking out for his family name, which is like to make himself look as good as possible. So I don't know, I'm just really trying to get through Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes so like I can read Sunrise on the repeat. I just don't like Cornelius Snow at all, and he's not redeemable in my eyes. Nothing Cornelius Snow does will ever redeem him in my eyes, and I know there's not going to be anything in this book that like makes me warm up to him a little bit, because I mean, I guess watching the movie might have spoiled it a little, and like what I've seen online probably has spoiled it, but I don't know. We'll see. I do plan on finishing the book, but I'm probably not going to talk about it too much because my opinion of it is not that high. It's definitely an enjoyable book. Like, Suzanne Collins is a very talented writer, and I do like a good villain POV, but I love a good villain POV if they're like a good villain. Now, don't get me wrong, Cornelius Snow is a really good villain, but I don't know. Usually I like that cliche, you know, he had a hard life and that's why he is the way he is. And don't get me wrong, he's had a hard life with the war and everything, but he just has no sympathy for anybody. And he's just a psychopath, in my opinion. Like, as somebody who has zero empathy towards anybody in their life, I have full judgment for you, because like, there's more people in the world besides you. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion on that. I probably won't talk about it too much. I'm just gonna finish it and get it out of the way. I'll probably read a few more chapters of it before I go to bed, which is probably gonna be soon. It's only like 5 o'clock, but I'm tired. My boyfriend's already in bed because he's trying to flip his schedule from nights to days, and he lasted until 4 o'clock, which was pretty good. I didn't think he was gonna last till 4 o'clock, but now he's passed out, and I kind of just want to crawl into bed with him and sleep. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. I will get my 100 pages, maybe 150 pages done tomorrow, and get at least halfway through this massive book. You know, it's crazy because like when I was in high school, a book of this size I would have crushed in 2 days. 2 days would have been done. Like, that's all it would have taken. And now, like, I'm like, okay, let's at least read 100 pages. Like, it's crazy the difference between my high school self as a reader and my current self as someone in their mid-20s, and how I read currently. Like, it's insane how our attention spans, like, just, and maybe it's also like I've had a lot of frustration reading this book as well, so that probably plays into it as well. But yeah, I got this cool bookmark. It's like a sword. Honestly, it reminds me of Aileen. I think it's really pretty, and it reminds me of Aileen, and a little bit of with the wings. It reminds me of Fourth Wing. I have like all the elements. This is the fire one, but I have earth, water, and air swords too, and so this is what I'm using as my bookmark, and I think it's really pretty. I really like it. I love a good, really pretty bookmark. I am pretty obsessed with bookmarks. So yeah, that's the update I have for you now. We're making some progress, whether it be good or bad, and I will update you at another day, at another time. I'm back with the final update of the vlog. It's Monday. I was supposed to post this vlog on Saturday, and it's currently Monday. I got a bit sidetracked, and there's only 2 updates in this video, but I've decided to go ahead and film an outro and give you a review and post it anyways, because mine as well, I have the footage. So context, still last few clips is so we went to Junction the past few days. We made multiple trips. We just got bored of sitting in the house, so we decided to make a trip. We stopped by Barnes and Noble. I didn't get anything, I was good, but I did browse the section of Barnes and Noble. We went out to eat. The footage you have of me is of us going over the pass to get there, and I think it's a beautiful view, so I just decided to get a few clips of our beautiful journey. Really liked it. In the meantime, I have been doing quite a bit of reading, and I finished House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J. Maas. So this chonker of a book, I have finished the trilogy of Crescent City. And how do I feel about it? That's a loaded question. I feel like I like the ending. I think Bryce gave herself a little bit of redemption at the end of this book, which I'm happy about. She gave some redemption from part 1. Still don't know if I can fully forgive her for that, but I do like how the book ended. I gave it a 4-star. I greatly enjoyed it. It was really good. Happy the trilogy is over, and I'm really happy that we had a very happy ending. I don't think we're gonna see these characters again ever. Maybe potentially in another universe we have the potential of seeing them, but I just think we're done and wrapped up. I don't have a lot of words, honestly. I've been finished for a few days now, and I've been kind of sitting on it, and honestly I just really don't have a lot to say. It was a good book. It was a good trilogy. I enjoyed it. I've said this already, I like how everything wrapped up. I love our characters. I love the characters at the end. How it all concluded, I think, was very satisfying. You could see the setup that Sarah J. Maas went through this book. I can see how it sets up to continue the ACOTAR series. Definitely, I know I already mentioned this, but you need to read Crescent City if you want to continue ACOTAR. It's very pivotal. Some things happen, and I just don't think things are going to make sense in ACOTAR unless you read at least, and you have to read this book in particular, so you have to read the first 2 books obviously to get to this one. So she's kind of tricky there, you know. In order to get the context for ACOTAR, you have to read all 3 of the Crescent City books. So she did some trickery there. I know some people don't enjoy it. Totally understand why. I still enjoyed it. Not my favorite, but I still think it was a good little universe to add. It added a lot of context for Throne of Glass and ACOTAR. I do recommend this series if you just are an enjoyer of Sarah J. Maas and her writing style in general. I think it's a great story, complex story, has lots of aspects to it. I thought I was gonna have like a really long review at the end of this book, but I just don't have a lot to say about it, to be honest. it was good. I enjoyed it. You need to read it if you want to continue ACOTAR in the future. That's really all I have to say about it. Yeah, love our characters. Lydia probably became one of my favorite characters in this book, which we love to see. We love a good redemption arc. But I did want to come on here and wrap this up and say I finished it. Happy that I finally finished it. It's been sitting on my shelf for like 2 years, so it needed to be done. I can finally add it to my bookshelf as a completed trilogy, and I'm ready to go. I am gonna read A Court of Silver Flames before the new ACOTAR book does come out. But other than that, I'm like all caught up on Sarah J Maas and her universe to go into ACOTAR in October. And I'm gonna read A Court of Silver Flames probably closer to the release date of the next book, so it's kind of fresh on my mind. So that's not going to be for another few months at least. And A Court of Silver Flames is the only ACOTAR book I've never reread. I've reread ACOTAR like 2 or 3 times, and I have not done A Court of Silver Flames at all yet. So I am excited for my reread. I'm not going to keep talking about this because it's just going to be redundant the more that I talk about it. So that's all I have to say. I have been reading A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I have made it to part 3, Peacekeeper. In that book, it's been slow going. It's mainly just been a book. I read 2 chapters before bed and then I'm knocked out. That's the consistency of the book that I've been reading. So it's probably just going to continue to be my night read. I do have a book that I want to read after that one. It's going to be The Night Prince. It's the 2nd book in the Wolf King series. I don't know what the series is actually called. My mom loved that series. It's the only reason I picked it up. I thought the first book was mid. I thought it was okay. Sorry, Mom, if you're seeing this. Doubtful that you are. I thought the book, it was just kind of cliche and like every other adult fantasy series, in my opinion. Nothing too extraordinary. She said I'm going to love book 2 much better than book 1, which I can see it. It's going to be following a character that I prefer. Don't know what I'm talking about. I'm wrapping up. I did start another physical read today, but I'm not going to talk about it in this. Sorry. I just sound so uninterested in this final update, but I do want to get this posted today. And I just wanted to come on here and conclude this vlog. So I will update you in the next clip. I will let you know what I'm currently reading and go more into depth then. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you for sticking around this long if you have been here this long, and thank you for watching another week of reading for me, and it was very productive, and hopefully we will continue on that path. So I will see you in my next vlog. Bye.